Today marks 17 days to go to the 2023 Comrades Down Run Marathon. The 96th Comrades Marathon takes place on the 11th of June, starting in Pietermaritzburg at the City Hall and ending at the Kingsmead Cricket Stadium in Durban. Now, the Fat Cats Athletic Club are quite popular and a running club that carries a rich Comrades Marathon history. The club has now launched the Lioness campaign, which aims to get 100 women to run the Comrades over a 5-year period. So, joined in studio this morning by two of those club members, Michelle Mamburu as well as Gugu Zikaliti, just to speak to us about this Lionesses campaign and, of course, preparations for this year's Comrades Marathon. Ladies, good morning and thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Michelle, I want to start with you. The Lionesses campaign.
Yeah.
I love the name. Talk to me about how this came about.
Yes, I think it explains itself, right? So we started the Lioness campaign a couple of years ago, and I think the drive there was really to tap into women's strength. Running my first Comrade in 2015, and I look around, there's a lot of men running, and I thought, look, we know that we have the strength, we are powerful beyond measure, beyond what we give ourselves credit for, and we thought, what could we do to actually encourage other women to run? And we thought, let's start the Lioness campaigns just to encourage women to tap into that fearless being that we are, and encourage us to really tap into our strength and run Comrades Marathon. And I think beyond Comrades Marathon, we get to experience life in its full view, right?
Yeah. Love that. Gugu, you're running your third Comrades Marathon this year.
Yes, I am.
Talk to me about, maybe the initial fears when you ran your first marathon. What were the concerns back then and how you were able to surpass that and now preparing for your third Comrades Marathon?
Yeah. I guess the thing about Comrades is that because it's such a mammoth task, it always feels like, am I capable? Will I be able to finish it? So for me, the biggest thing leading up to Comrades was in the training itself. Will I just getting injured and ensuring that you remain remain steady, but also just running the distance and knowing whether or not you're capable of it. So for me, I think at the time it was really more around will I be able to show up even on the day and finish sort of the task. And I think for me, even leading up to Comrades was, I think it unearthed for me things in myself that laid dormant, and I felt like I discovered I could do more than what I thought I was capable of. Yeah.
I mean, mobilizing 100 women to run a Comrades Marathon in the next 2 years is a huge task. 100 is a lot.
Yeah.
How are you going to go about doing that?
Fat Cats is really a community. So if I talk about my siblings, I found my siblings. I mean, we know we are a community, and we our lions assist us really to get those numbers, right? So we are active and we are proactive in terms of recruiting women to run with us. And I think what's important for us is to know that we do need the support, and our lions have always been there with us. They qualify with us. They help us with training programs. But I think what's important is that we work with the Comrades Association to actually drive that number up. I think Comrades gets less than 19%, if I'm not mistaken, of women running this race. Fat Cats is one of the first clubs to actually at least take 50 women to Comrades Marathon. And currently, if you look at our statistics, we've got about 50% of the people that actually run for Fat Cats are women. And I think we start now. So like now, I'm here to recruit you and your team. We start today. And we commit and we say that in 2025, we are serious about taking 100 women to Comrades, and we actually get buy-in from our alliance as well to say that let's do this. We believe that we can do it. And what is 100? I think the number keeps growing. As we speak to our VC, the number keeps growing. We might just say 200, right? So, but the role is that I need to encourage Gugu needs to encourage Rachel, and that's how it goes, right? We tap into our connection, our community, and we encourage each other.
And I think why we think it's possible and why we've seen the growth is because the club has created an environment where it doesn't matter at what level you're coming in. You have the coaching and the support that will enable you. So whether you're coming in as it's your first run altogether, you're aiming for that first 5K, or whether you're coming in and you're aiming for a marathon, or you've been running and you want to really stretch yourself to better time the environment is such that you have the right coaching at the right level, and people running at different levels as well to be able to support you.
And that's where I wanted to go to, because we are women, we are married, we are wives, we are mothers. There's so much going on. We have to work as well. So the environment would have to be very critical in getting the support. Like you say, you'd have to get the coaches. You guys have the coaches, the mentors that are able to come through and help women even run a 5K or a 10K. So talk to me about that environment and how you guys have created a safe space for women to actually thrive at FastCats.
I think it's one of our foundations. If you think how we actually started the club, that's how we started. I think women are an anchor to how we actually grew. And I think, speaking of motherhood, I've taken a break. I think I'm going back next year. I've taken a break for 2 years to have babies. And I think the club itself does encourage, small programs for us to actually come back. I'm on a 5K program now, and I have to start from really the beginning. And I think it's the community in the club that encourages you to say, you can do it, you've done this before. And so this year our campaign really for Lioness, we focus in tapping into our strength. We believe that the COVID period really did take away from getting us connected with women. I couldn't do my recruitment. I mean, I couldn't go to runs and just, shouting, hey, let's go to Comrades, because we took a break. But I think now we are quite active with our babies. So you'll see us with our prems at runs, and we have conversations. Hey, I see you're running 5K. How about Comrades? And sometimes people run away from you. When they see you, they know that you're fighting and they run away. But I think I really want to speak about the fact that Lions in our club are really they help us get to the point, because they sacrifice sometimes their own targets to get us to where we get. Women are the anchor, and really the foundation of our club is built on that in terms of having to push the number. We want to see Comrades Marathon improving in terms of their statistics. We want to see 50% of women. And we believe that, once you cross that finish line, you are untouchable. And we want that for all the women of South Africa.
Absolutely. So you guys will be lining up in Pietermaritzburg. Gugu, talk to me about your preparations. How are things building up on your side for your third Comrades?
It's been a tough, certainly 6 months, because you really start training properly in January. But even before that, we've sort of been building the foundation to get to this point. Getting to a point where you training harder, putting on the mileage. Now we're working sort of on speed. It's been tough. I mean, my alarm clock is on 3:30 every morning.
So I guess you didn't train today.
Eh?
Did you train today?
Because I had to be here, I only did 5Ks when I was supposed to have done 18. So here we go.
Apologies for that, but glad that you're here to talk to us about this.
I'm happy to be here. Very happy to be here. So now it's been tough, but it's worth it, right? So I mean, if I talk about what I spoke about earlier around the club enabling an environment that enables you to achieve whatever your goals are. In my case, I've run Comrades before. I'm trying to get back. I took a long break as well. I'm trying to get back and obviously trying to better my time. The technology has enabled me to connect with other women in the club all over the country. I mean, I'm connecting with women from Cape Town that I've never met. But because we've got this Lioness group, we've got these challenges that the club has initiated, it enables me to connect with other people who are on the same journey as I am, also running whether the third, the fourth or fifth Comrades, to get tips from them to see what they're doing, where they're struggling, what they're pushing. And I think that has made the journey a little bit easier, right?
Yeah.
Michelle, your aims for this year in your fourth marathon?
So this year I'm Queen Support. So I'll be at Hillcrest at 57 kilometers. So I'm just heading our support team. Like I said, I'm on the 5K program, and I'm supporting these queens. And I think one of the things that are critical for us to get to the 100 is that some have to sit out and support. So my role this year is to run with the Red Bull, run with NHAs, and make sure that the teams are supported in the road. So that's my role. And next year, me and you are lining up.
Sure, Michelle. That's a lot of pressure. I'm comfortable so far with my 10Ks, okay? So maybe 2025.
You've already started, so you're in a good place.
Yeah.
Great. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us this morning. All the best, Gugu.
Thank you.
Support structure, all the best as well. All right.
Ready.